Flies, particularly those belonging to the family Macidae, are among the most common and widespread insects in the world. They can be found on every continent, except Antarctica, in a variety of habitats, from urban environments to remote wilderness areas. The word fly generally refers to the small, two-winged insects that belong to the order Diptera, which is derived from the Greek words di meaning two and ptera meaning wings. Flies are characterized by their distinctive two wings, a feature that sets them apart from many other insects that have four wings. This unique characteristic, along with their incredible adaptability, has made flies one of the most successful and diverse insect groups on the planet. The Macidae family, to which houseflies, Musca domestica, belong, is particularly well known due to the close relationship between these insects and humans. While often considered pests, flies play a critical role in ecosystems and the environment. They are essential components of many food webs and contribute to processes such as pollination, decomposition, and nutrient recycling. Flies have a highly specialized and efficient anatomy that allows them to thrive in nearly every environment. Their most notable feature is their two wings, which are supported by a pair of small, stubby structures called halteres. These halteres, which evolved from the hindwings of ancestral flies, act as balancing organs, helping flies maintain stability during flight. Their wings are equipped with a network of veins that provide strength and flexibility, allowing for quick and precise movements. Flies are capable of rapid, agile flight, which enables them to escape from predators and move efficiently in search of food and mates. This impressive flying ability is aided by the fact that flies have powerful flight muscles that allow them to beat their wings at an astonishing rate. Some species of flies can beat their wings as fast as 1,000 times per second, which contributes to their high-speed maneuverability. Flies also have highly developed sensory organs, including large compound eyes that are capable of detecting a wide range of visual stimuli. These compound eyes are made up of thousands of individual facets, called ommatidia, each of which functions as a tiny eye. This structure provides flies with a nearly 360-degree field of vision, allowing them to detect movement from nearly every angle. Their vision is particularly sensitive to changes in light and movement, which helps them detect approaching predators or find food sources. Flies also rely heavily on their antennae, which are equipped with chemoreceptors that allow them to detect chemical signals in their environment. These antennae help flies locate food sources, such as rotting organic matter, and find potential mates by detecting pheromones released by other flies. The life cycle of a fly is a fascinating process that involves a complete metamorphosis, which includes 4 distinct stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. The first stage begins when a female fly lays her eggs, typically in decaying organic matter, such as food waste, animal carcasses, or manure. These environments provide an abundant food source for the developing larvae. The eggs hatch into larvae, commonly known as maggots, within a few hours to a few days, depending on environmental conditions. The maggots are voracious feeders, and they consume the decaying organic matter around them, growing rapidly as they do so. The larval stage is the longest stage of a fly's life cycle, lasting anywhere from several days to several weeks, depending on the species and environmental factors. After completing their feeding stage, the larvae enter the pupal stage, during which they undergo a complete transformation into adult flies. The pupal stage is a period of rest and development, during which the larvae encase themselves in a hard, protective shell, called a puparium. Inside this casing, the fly undergoes significant changes, including the formation of its wings, legs, and other adult structures. The pupal stage can last anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on environmental factors such as temperature and humidity. Once the metamorphosis is complete, the adult fly emerges from the puparium, ready to begin the cycle again. The role of flies in ecosystems is crucial, despite their reputation as pests. One of the primary ecological functions of flies is their role in decomposition. Flies are among the first organisms to arrive at decaying organic matter, where they lay their eggs. The larvae that hatch from these eggs feed on the decaying material, breaking it down into smaller, more manageable pieces. This process of decomposition is essential for nutrient cycling in ecosystems. Without flies and other decomposers, organic matter would accumulate, leading to nutrient imbalances and a reduction in soil fertility. As they feed on decaying matter, flies break down complex organic compounds into simpler forms that can be absorbed by plants, thus contributing to the replenishment of the soil. Flies also play an important role in pollination. Many species of flies are attracted to flowers for their nectar, which serves as a food source. As flies move from flower to flower in search of nectar, they transfer pollen, facilitating the fertilization of plants. While flies are not as efficient at pollination as bees, they still contribute to the reproduction of a wide variety of plants. In particular, certain species of flowers are specifically adapted to be pollinated by flies, producing strong odors or even carrion-like smells to attract fly pollinators. These plants often grow in environments where flies are abundant, such as in damp, decaying habitats. Despite their ecological importance, flies are often seen as pests due to their association with unsanitary conditions and their potential to spread disease. Flies are known to carry and transmit a wide range of pathogens, including bacteria, viruses, and parasites. As they feed on decaying organic matter, flies can pick up harmful microorganisms on their bodies and transfer them to food, surfaces, and even open wounds. The most well-known disease transmitted by flies is dysentery, which can be spread by the common housefly, Musca domestica, when it comes into contact with contaminated food or water. Flies can also spread diseases such as Salmonella, E. coli, and cholera, making them a significant concern in areas with poor sanitation and hygiene. In addition to these pathogens, some species of flies, such as the tsetse fly, are also vectors of parasitic diseases, such as sleeping sickness in humans and nag-ana in livestock. In response to the threat posed by flies as disease vectors, humans have developed a range of methods for controlling fly populations. Traditional methods of fly control include the use of insecticides, flypaper, and fly traps. Insecticides are chemicals that kill flies, either by poisoning them or by disrupting their nervous systems. While these chemicals can be effective at reducing fly populations, they also pose risks to human health, wildlife, and the environment. As a result, there has been increasing interest in more sustainable and environmentally friendly methods of fly control. Biological control, for example, involves the use of natural predators or parasites to reduce fly populations. Certain species of parasitic wasps and beetles prey on fly larvae, while other organisms, such as fungi, can infect and kill flies. These natural predators can be used in integrated pest management strategies to control fly populations without resorting to harmful chemicals. The presence of flies in urban environments is often a sign of poor sanitation, as they are attracted to food waste, garbage, and other organic matter. In cities, flies are commonly found in trash bins, compost piles, and sewage systems, where they thrive in environments rich in decaying organic material. The accumulation of waste in urban areas creates ideal breeding grounds for flies, contributing to the spread of disease and contamination of food supplies. To combat fly infestations in urban environments, it is essential to implement effective waste management practices, such as regular garbage collection, proper disposal of food waste, and maintaining cleanliness in public spaces. Additionally, fly screens, traps, and repellents can help reduce the number of flies in homes and businesses. Flies are also an important part of the food chain, serving as prey for a variety of predators. Many animals, including birds, amphibians, reptiles, and other insects, rely on flies as a food source. Birds, in particular, are known to feed on flies and other flying insects, especially during the breeding season when they need to feed their young. In this way, flies contribute to the balance of ecosystems by providing food for higher trophic levels. Flies also play a role in supporting other invertebrates, such as spiders and ants, which feed on fly larvae in adults. In addition to their ecological importance, flies have also had a significant cultural impact. In many cultures, flies are symbolic of decay, disease, and death, due to their association with decaying organic matter and their role in spreading illness. However, flies have also been portrayed in more positive lights, as symbols of transformation and renewal. The process of metamorphosis, through which flies undergo a complete transformation from egg to larva to pupa to adult, has long been seen as a metaphor for change and growth. In literature, art, and mythology, flies have been used to represent various themes, from the fragility of life to the persistence of nature. The study of flies, or dipterology, is a field of entomology that has provided valuable insights into a wide range of scientific disciplines, from ecology to genetics to medicine. Flies are commonly used as model organisms in scientific research, particularly in studies of genetics and development. The fruit fly, Drosophila melanogaster, for example, has been extensively studied in genetic research due to its short lifespan, small size, and well-understood genetic makeup. Fruit flies have contributed to our understanding of inheritance, evolution, and the molecular mechanisms underlying development and disease. Because of their role as disease vectors, flies are also studied in the context of epidemiology and public health, helping scientists better understand how diseases spread and how to control them. Flies are undoubtedly one of the most fascinating and complex groups of insects, with a range of biological, ecological, and cultural significance. Despite their reputation as pests, flies play essential roles in ecosystems, contributing to processes like decomposition, pollination, and nutrient cycling. They are a crucial food source for many animals and have been important subjects of scientific research. However, flies also pose a significant challenge to public health, particularly in areas with poor sanitation, where they can transmit dangerous diseases. As human populations continue to grow and urbanize, managing fly populations and mitigating their negative impacts on health and the environment will remain an important task. Through sustainable pest control methods and improved sanitation practices, we can ensure that flies continue to play their vital roles in ecosystems while minimizing their potential to spread disease.